Diamond dance on my teeth, 100 bands on my jeans. Got some niggas that's gone, pray my niggas get free.
What it do, you already know what it is. Young E-Class on another episode of Kites. And we here with it. I think we on episode 31 with it. Either 31 or 32. Either 31 or 32. I'm out to check. For y'all, cause we been rolling. Yep, I think we on 31, baby boy. Episode 31, Slim. We done came a long way. Shout out to Conrad. Conrad home. Welcome home, Conrad. That's who was making my beats inside the joint. On episode 30, I was talking about how I started, you know what I'm saying, my music, how I started doing, you know what I'm saying, really taking my music serious inside the joint. Conrad was one of the primaries making the beats. Conrad, Rabbit, Pistol. That was as far as inside the cut. Now, we here with another episode of Kites. And this episode, I'm going to be talking about a few different things. Because one thing stood out to me that always stood out to me while I was in and moving forward on my bit was this one situation with this dude. I don't want to say his name, but for the guys that been there, once I speak on the situation, y'all gonna know who it was or whatever. So the situation happened was though a dude was catching. He was catching big blow. I'm talking about he was catching smack. He was catching big smack. And he was doing what some will proceed to say as like scared hustling. He was picking and choosing who he sold the drugs to, picking and choosing who he let know he had the drugs or whatever. And like a lot of dudes don't like that, especially dudes that like, you know what I'm saying, go hard in the joint or feel like they need a hand in on certain things that's going on from certain people. And see, it wasn't really, the politics was a little different with him because he's from Baltimore, and I don't believe he was in a gang. I believe he was just close with the gang, and I think the gang felt like, you trying to play us close for that little layer of protection, but when it actually come to like, you know what I'm saying, breaking down what you got and what you doing, you ain't feeding niggas. So anytime something about to happen, dudes will send kites to the men, let them know like, hey, we about to take Slim out, we about to kill Slim, y'all go ahead and get off the tip, or clean up your house. If somebody tell you clean up your house, that means get everything out your house that's illegal, get all the contraband out your house. If somebody say clean up your house, that means get all the contraband out your house, because they about to come through and do something, and when they do it, they normally lock down, shake down, because they trying to find the weapons and this, that, and the third. Because the cut ain't no cameras in the cut. The cut is built like a castle, bro. Like, the cut is like a castle. It look like something from medieval times or something. And that's even like when I was telling y'all about the commissary and dudes would come down there with a bag and be getting, and they leave with it filled. When you walking down a commissary, look like a dungeon. The steps, the walls is brick and concrete, and it's a cold feeling. It's wicked, man. It's wicked. But yeah, so a kite comes to the tier, and like once a dude read it, dude get to who needed to get to. So the kite fall in my lap. It's like, we about to kill such and such, clean up your house, or better off don't even be around that junk. Cause you might be in a situation where as though you might be there and somebody getting stabbed up, and a piece of blood might splatter on you and you don't even know it. So when they come through and lock it down, shake people down, and they see you got a little piece of blood on your shirt, you out of there. You might get charged with the murder. You hear me? So they gonna do it at such and such time, and so it was what it was. But the dude got hit. I don't know how the dude got hit. I don't know who told the dude, or if it was an inside job, back door, or if he was feeding somebody in the gang and they ain't know it, and they was giving them information. But the dude knew He was about to get these. They was coming to kill him. They wasn't trying to bust his head. They wasn't trying to stab him, get him out of jail. They said, we gonna kill him. We gonna kill him. So when the play happened, see, the Cutt cells is not real big, and it's a one-man cell. And all the cells are against, you know what I'm saying, the same wall. And over here is the tier. It's like a little tier, and then off the tier, it's stacked. So the play happened. Dude's coming up on the tier, knives out. He might have had, you know what I'm saying, a magazine vest on or whatever the case may be, and come up on the tier, go straight up in the cell. But soon as one turn in the cell, you hear like a zoop, boom, 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 and all hell break down. They go, oh, the other one's running. People, let me tell y'all what the dude did. The dude not no real tough dude. He not no Macho Man Randy Savage type rah-rah dude. The dude, he just a cool, slick, fly, getting money dude. That's all he is. Slick, fly, getting money dude, right? He put baby oil all on his floor and water. Baby oil and water, rubbed it all on the floor. Now, when it comes to our cells, dudes keep their cells immaculate, and they wax the floor so the floor be looking shiny. Like you take your shoes off or your stuff off when you go in people's cells. Like one thing about prison, there's a lot of people that don't play about the cleanliness of their cells. Like you be seeing them chasing dust bunny, get the littlest piece of dust up out that junk. So the floor, by being waxed, if you wax it enough times and put wax on wax on wax and coats, it's just gonna look shiny. It's gonna look like water. So they couldn't even tell. And when the first dude run up in there, he slipped. And when he slipped, Slim jumped on him. And then the other dude slipped. And it was just like a genius plan to defend yourself against dudes you know that's coming to kill you, bruh. Like they was coming to kill him. That was a genius plan. That always stuck in my head. Let me say this sidebar. Eventually down the line, they took baby oil, no Diddy. They took baby oil off the commissary because dudes was boiling it in the microwave and throwing it on dudes. As soon as you get hit with hot baby oil, it like peel your skin off like instantly. As soon as you touch it, your skin just come off. And that's saying that a couple of times. But that's later on down the line in the Kites. I can't jump too far ahead. But yeah, so Slim, that always stuck in my head, man. That always stuck in my head. The fact that he did that and the amount of preparation he had. Like I guess when you're in a situation where your life is at stake and you're not about to check in or nothing, I guess you get the thinking like, I bet this is what I'm gonna do. This I ain't going out. They not taking nothing from me. Bop, 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 bop. I understand it, man. I was at all because I was so young too, and I normally only see or hear about somebody just getting stabbed up. You don't really hear. I didn't really hear clever things like that happening. Normally it's either dudes come and stab you up, or a dude might beat a dude up, take the knife, stab him and kill him, or dudes just stab a dude and kill him, or a dude run, or a dude check in before it can happen, or a dude might know he about to get stabbed and punch the CO so he go and lock up and get out of jail. But when this happened, it stood out to me and it had me thinking. It had me thinking. It opened my mind up a lot. I was really like fully understanding. Like it was just like it ain't no joke in this joint, bruh. Like on both ends of it. Just you can't just run up on a nigga with a knife. You're not always gonna be successful. You're not always gonna be successful running down on somebody with a knife. Like you're not. Like some dudes might have proper planning, and I'm sure he probably had the magazine vest on, probably had the thick state coat on, a bunch of sweatsuit, cause like you get suited when it's time to go to war, and he had the upper hand because he found out early, and he was in his own home turf basically, and he got the booby trap that jump. I'm sure when the dude was running to the cell, he probably was like, "Yeah, I'm about to kill this nigga." And you know when you moving, you not really. It's going when it catch you off guard. You gonna fall more than you would have failed if you would. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever stepped down a step, but thought it was more steps and it wasn't? And you stepped down all hard, and I'm sure when he ran in that cell with that knife and slipped, he probably hit his head. He probably knocked himself unconscious. There ain't no telling what happened. But yeah, that thing always stood out to me. But it was like that's what was going on in the cut. It's just every day it was something jumping off, and normally it was over drugs or over disrespect, over miscommunications. A lot of it was over miscommunications. That basketball court, that basketball court was something serious. Also, like the I done seen dudes get on over the laundry. Like, man, I can't even really like explain the depths of things that was going on in the cut. It's like the it's like the reputation of the cut make people do more than they probably would normally do in another jail. You know what I'm saying? It's you you go in there with this mindset because it's the cut and you hear all these stories about it. So while you're in there, you're perpetuating those stories through your actions. Everything you taking as a threat. Anything you say, anything somebody else say, you taking it as a threat. Like, simple as that. Like, if somebody say something to you, now if you don't got the jump on you, you making your way to go get the jump. You know what I'm saying? So, I remember it was these two dudes. They was a little older than me, but they was still real young. They probably was like 20, 21, 22, something like that. And one of them, both of them, they was bloods. They was bloods, and that's when the bloods started beefing with the bloods in there, like. And I was cool with the youngins because they was young. Like, I was always cool with the youngins. And then, just one day, hey, young, they stabbed up Shorty and Shorty. I'm like, damn. Like, you just, like when they do it, like why they do it, how they do it, what was what. And it be sad, bro. It be sad sometimes. But when you in the midst of it though, it's just it is what it is, boy. It is what it is. So really so the next I guess the story or situation I'm talk about, I really don't want to talk about it, but I got to because it's a huge part of my story and it changed the trajectory of my bit. But what I will say is, like, it was a lot of people involved in this. I'm not saying no names. I'm not even saying the part that I played. I'm not saying nothing. I'm just gonna tell the story and say him and this dude and that dude. Like, I'm not telling. Because like it's people still affected by this. It's people still affected by. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, it's yeah, the situation. It happened with the CO. So everybody that know me know what happened. Everybody that was there know what happened. But I still don't want to, like, you know what I'm saying, go on record saying people's names involved with the situation or even say my name or any role that I played in it. That's the tricky part about doing this YouTube thing. Like, I know it's people out there that learn from these stories. There's some people that's just entertained by the stories. But these real life stories and is other parties involved outside of myself. So I don't never want to. I don't want to offend nobody. I don't want to even. I don't even want to think I'm talking about something that could potentially bring up something or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even want. I just it's a sticky situation, but it's my story though. It's my story. Like, I got a phone call today about a YouTuber that's you know what I'm saying, doing this thing, telling his life story and different things. And one of the situations is real touchy because it affects some people that I know. So they called me and asked me, did I know Slim? I'm like, I don't know Slim. And they like, man, Slim telling the story, but that ain't how the story is. That ain't the facts about the story. They ain't trying to see what's up. So I'm like, damn. But they said they already reached out. Different parties reached out because they know who was who. They know who was who. And they like, man, hold on, y'all. So they like dudes get on there and be telling particular stories and damn. Damn, I forgot my son got an award ceremony. Hey y'all, listen. Oh, let me just get back to that. I don't want to be that dude. That's why, even though I tell my story, I know a part of my story, other people got their own version and story of it. It's one truth, but you can't dictate what somebody see and perceive and what they take in and how they regurgitate it. So I always try to tell it as neutral as possible. I don't want to make myself seem like, I don't want to make it seem like I'm just this big Willie Wolf that was running around the jail. And I don't want to make it seem like in certain situations I was even if I was, even if I'm like how I was current in that, but telling the story, I don't, because it'll always be somebody that really was having emotion in the prison, really was having a man, really was doing them, nobody was playing with them. But if you talk to somebody else and they be like, you know such and such, they be like, yeah, I know, you know what I'm saying, he was in the jail. Because they wasn't a part of that world. Like you got different worlds in prison and different groups of peoples and different things going on. So while one person was really telling the truth about what he was doing, how he was doing it, how he was conducting himself, it could be a different person in the jail that didn't see that or experience that, or because he had his own motion, or he wasn't doing nothing, or he was programmed. He just don't know that Slim was current like that, and the nigga really was. You know what I'm saying? So I just try to stay as close to the neutral line as possible, so everybody could be like, yeah, I remember that. But if dudes want to add to it, I'm always open to it. Just like the time I was saying the tears wrong, and dude hopped in the comments was like, nah, I ain't trying to no shade or nothing, but you keep saying D tier and C tier, it's E tier and F tier. And I was like, what? I had to call Rabbit, and it was true. So there's different things like that. And another story I talked about, dude gave me a little scoop on it that I was like, oh, I forgot that part. Because I'm so focused on what my portion of it was inside of my, you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to get on here and talk to y'all about, I'm about to get into, because the bit about to change. The bit about to get serious. Everything's changing. Everything's coming to light, man. And yeah, it's going down, man. But I got to get up out of here because my son got an award ceremony. Yeah, I got to get up out of here. Kites, make sure y'all follow the Kites. If y'all got any questions or anything y'all want to know or anything, let me know. And I talk about on here. It don't really matter. It's my story. And I'm putting it out there for the greater good or the greater whatever, you hear me? But yeah, shout out to Conrad, he home. There's so many dudes coming home right now. Free whack, free whack, free whack. You already know what it is.